Hi, Vod. I've been asked to do a manga tour. This is the manga I'm reading. I've been trying to be a little bit more offline. I think we all are. You know, we like our stuff. Thank y'all so much for watching me, even in this time period where, um, you know, the internet isn't really that fun of a place. I'm glad that y'all still find me to be fun. But this is something non-internet that I've been doing. I picked this up at this store. I will be fine talking about them in Chicago and Andersonville. It's called Alley Cat Comics. It's a very queer place, and they have a bathroom that's full of just witchy stuff. But they have like new releases, and I just looked and I was like, this is like a really pretty art. Like this is very much my aesthetic. Like look at like my sheets and like my plushies and stuff. Like even the brown, like it's just very like me. And it's called Kamudo. It's chapters like 4, 5, 6, something like that. Yeah, chapters 4 through 9. I'm on chapter 5 because I read slow and I like looking at pictures. But it's about Kamuna, who is a dragon, but he's born weird. Most dragons look like this. Gindu, and Gindu is like the perfect dragon. Everybody's like, oh my god, Gindu, you have the best tail. Laura Lee, whatever her name is, she's the older sister, and even though she does kind of low-key look human, she's a girl, so it doesn't count. I'm just telling you the world's logic. Master Habario seems to know that there's a secret about Kamuna, and he's trying to train him and push his limits. And Elder Gara is the closest to God. Elder Gara is like the leader. Me too, girl. It's true. Like, look, she's supposed to like, I guess because they made her nose look a little dragony, she's supposed to be a dragon. But look at the art, isn't it pretty? And I learned about this. I didn't know this when I picked it up, but Akira Himekawa is a pen name for a duo of women. So 2 women, they make other things too. I forget what they've made. They've made some pretty famous stuff, but this is their pen name and they work together. So I thought that was really cool. So this is, I was like, oh, that's so tea. Like I was attracted to this because it's so pretty. I thought that it was like so striking and beautiful, and to know that it was like made by feminine people, I was like, yes, honey, yes. So apparently there's leopards, and they're really evil, and they beheaded another leopard. They went against the code. It was so gaggy. So this leopard guy, I don't know what his deal is, but he's like, fuck the code, man. Anyway, Ginzu and Kamuna are like in the midst of a battle. They're doing like a sort of ritualistic battle to see like how powerful they are. It's called the Ryujikin or something like that. Did you find the character that is based off of you? I don't know, but basically Kamuna gets his butt kicked, but then just like always, he's like, wait a minute, there's a secret power in me, and he totally gags Gindu, grabs Gindu's tail, which really sucks for Gindu because Gindu's tail, Gindu literally has the best tail in the village. And he low-key scarred Gindu's tail. Like he even pierced the scales on Gindu. So everybody in the crowd is like, what the? I didn't think that, everybody thought that Kamuna was like a little flop or whatever. Basically, this gets really crazy, and eventually, Master Habario's like, stop, I've seen what I needed to see. And like everybody's like, oh, okay. But this isn't the first time that Kamuna has found himself be suddenly saved by a wind element. Like, cause he was like flying through the wind when it happened. Turns out it's his mom, right? The art style is really pretty. Like look at these, look at this. That's so pretty. I love this. This is an incredible content concept. Phaun manga reviews. Thank you. I'm kind of feeling a flow. And this is where I stopped. This is where they go back in time, where they talk about how Kamuna and Gindu they've been best buddies since they came out the eggs. And I know Kamuna looks like a human, but he's a dragon. He came out of an egg. The reason why I picked this up is because I wanted to kind of get back into coloring manga scans, and I was looking up YouTube tutorials, and I don't know if I have the time or energy to do it, but I'm still reading this, and out of the first chapter that I've read, I definitely want to color this picture. And I want to use colors because I really gravitate towards colors a lot, right? And I feel like that's a way that I kind of visualize and express myself. Like even when I make overlays and things, I kind of start with the colors first. So I feel like it would be a fun exercise to try to like recolor some of the scenes that I think are really pretty in like my own way. Because I kind of see Kamina, I know that Kamina is kind of a little bit olive toned here, but because he's dragon, I kind of want to see what he would look like if he actually had like dragon skin, you know? Would you recommend it story-wise? I'm only one chapter in, and it's the intro. This chapter, I'm on chapter 5. They're still kind of introducing it, and some of the beats are very like anime, but the art is really pretty, and the world is really interesting to me because there are like leopards and stuff, and they're like trying to get something that only the dragons can like. I skipped over like lore and everything. I can scan it to practice, yeah. But this is my offline thing. I've been trying, my therapist has been trying to encourage all of his clients to get more into sleep hygiene. And this is kind of the thing that I do, because I normally will play Hellmaiden until I just fall asleep, which is not actually really healthy for my brain to be like amped up trying to get something on a roguelike and then immediately go to. So I try to read this to calm my brain down. I watched the beginning of your recent Q&A today and inspired me to download DaVinci Resolve. Not that I have anything in particular to edit, but I want something to learn to keep my brain sharp because I feel uninspired lately. Good luck, and if you learn anything and you come back and say like, hey, this software really, I flow with it, please teach me your ways, Spickled, because DaVinci's really hard for me. Okay, y'all, I have to play this game. Hi, VOD. You just got a taste of what it's like to not be a VOD girly. Girl, I've been limiting myself to 1 run a day because I want to take it slow. Damsel, in the middle of my bed rotting, I had like a good 2-hour session where I was laying on my bed, like constantly going into lust with Homer's weapon, trying to figure out how far I can actually get with that weapon. It got dark. I already cleared all the current content. I crave more. Oh, Izzy, see, you got to use Homer's weapon. That's the stopgap. All right, so I forget what we were on, but I know that we had resolved the story with... We're learning more about Hazel's grandmama and the weaving and everything. But honestly, this game is just like a really fun installment. It's like Tomb Raider, but artsy. So let's just keep going.
Do you guys know the way to the witch's nose? Is that a wind tunnel?
Hi, Steven. How are you? Steven, I hope you, I know that this is, I don't want to, I hope you enjoyed your vacation. I know that you went on one.
Whoa!
Wait a minute. I'm like floating in the, whoa!
Thanks for the boost, guys.
BLDNG Heart. I just beat Lust and Horus's weapon, with Horus's weapon. Yeah. I know that, please don't spoil it because I'm still in the midst of chasing down that one enemy, and I know that there's another enemy that spawns alongside her, and I feel like they're 2 other content pieces, but I do feel like Homer's weapon has a certain build that you need to go for, but because of the RNG and the fact that you need to level up a little bit, I think to really control how powerful you can make that weapon kind of makes it like not very balanced, because all the other weapons you can kind of just like pick up. Hi Magic, just listening to School is in session. And then I remember to check the stream. I'm so glad that when you listen to Madonna's Confessions too, you're like, oh, let me go ahead and check out Phaun. Hi, Magic. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Steven. Wilderness Search and Rescue Squad Delta 346. Out here looking for Thomas Porter. Family said they were camping and he ran off into the woods, fell off a cliff. Supposedly, the parents were unable to get him. When we got to the location, all we found was a shoe and what looks like red yarn. I know what that means. Going to run to search the grid in the surrounding area, Jackson.
How'd they even get to the backcountry this far?
School is in session. Enjoy your meeting. Oops. Oh, we run down. Down, down, down into the river. No, stop. Zan, I have to fly. Ooh, 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 ooh. Zan, please. I don't know how to fly in a wind tunnel. Zan, no, the river. Zan, the thorns. A star somewhere kicking rocks. I was thinking about the stars this morning. Y'all want to know my morning routine? My morning routine this morning, part of my sleep hygiene is I'm trying to establish waking up and going to bed at certain times because my morning and night routines are very important to me. This morning, I woke up at like a solid 7, which felt very Trisha Paytas of me. I remember one time I watched a Trisha Paytas vlog and she woke up at like 10 in the afternoon. This was when like she was at peak depression. I don't mean to say that laughing. I just mean, y'all understand why I'm giggling. And I was like, girl, that's the life that I want to live. So me waking up at 7 feels late. And I was like, I'm so Trisha Paytas right now, waking up late. I did abs. I ran a mile and I always work out before I have my coffee because if I work out with my coffee, my entire body implodes. I then had my coffee and I edited more of my Deltarune and then I played this game. I want to wake up early, but it's so hard for me. Pero, last night I was tossing and turning until about like 11. I just could not get to sleep. I couldn't get to sleep. I was tossing and turning. I was so irritated. And you know what I did, Pero? I got irritated. I got up. I had some water and I said, you know what? It's time to count sheep. I said that out loud. And like, I often use counting sheep and it works for me. I fell asleep after that. I started counting sheep and I fell asleep. OP, I have cut back a little bit on my coffee. I think that was part of my bed rotting is I missed some days of coffee and like it kind of in conjunction with all the anxiety I think that I was having. I also didn't have like coffee and I think that kind of affected me too. But I have been cutting back since like last week. I still have it. It's just all in balance, you know? I don't need it all the time. But this morning it felt nice. I do find that a run gets me to the same state and because it like raises my heart rate and I can run, like I love running. Delta 346, we were trying to cross a ravine. Fontaine fell, broke his leg and shattered the sat phone. We stayed at the night. I don't know how to speak Ranger. Around 2 a.m. I heard something big outside his tent, but I didn't pay it no mind. Next morning he yelled for us. His leg was wrapped in that red yarn we found the other day and almost completely healed. We're getting out of here.
Red yarn.
I try to count it down from 100 to 0 while visualizing each number. I just think of like little cartoon sheep jumping over a fence. 1, 2, 3. And then I fall asleep. Pero, something that helps me is like shutting off any stimulation. Like stuff that like makes you like excited. I have to cut that out like an hour before bed and it's so boring and I hate it so much. But then having like pretty pictures is like, okay, I can deal with this. And I always feel better the next day. Now, I don't do it all the time. There are some mornings where I'm just plugged into the Matrix playing Deadlock until 3 in the morning. But at least you try, you know? At least you try. I felt crazy. I just sit in silence and darkness with my eyes closed and always sleep. No, that happens to me most of the time, Palmy, but sometimes, especially on days when I don't like run or something, it's hard for me to sleep. I honestly feel like something in my ancestry is like a skittish like squirrel, like a past life or something. Like I have just like a residual energy that I have to like run out of my body. Like almost like a sheepdog. Okay, I keep forgetting how to lower on ledges because I keep taking like week-long breaks in this game. Oh, you can just force it? Well, that's a talent. I actually move my workouts to after work for exactly this reason. Well, I often can run twice in the day. I don't all the time, and most of the time I do run in the evening, but I decided to this morning. And I will sometimes work out after stream. I mean, I've said that too. But I think I've been noticing lately that I'm trying to like systemize my flow as a creative, and I don't think that I'm very vertical. I'm very horizontal in how I think. So I'm trying to embrace that. So it's like sometimes I'll work out in the evening, sometimes I'll work out in the morning. And right now, a lot of like my work and my deadlines kind of require me to do a little bit stuff in the evening. So I don't have time to work out. So the time that I can is in the morning, and I prefer to have. I prefer to be flexible with it because it makes me feel good. For me. Usually I just scroll Xiaohongshu before I sleep. Well, Pero did make a really sickening tweet on Blue Sky yesterday. He was talking about how he will surf vintage. I'm putting you on blast, Pero. He will surf vintage furniture on Facebook Marketplace. I keep doing that instead of doom scrolling as often, and I did that. After I read that, I did that. Like, you, like, influencer, hashtag influencer, you made me do that. And I was like, wait a minute, because you know what I've been looking for, Pero? I have right here in this section that y'all can't see, there's a section waiting for a lamp. But as a gay guy, like, I can't, like, have any lamp. Like, it has to be like, this lamp is so fancy. You know, like, you have to. So, you play Clash of Critters before you sleep? I'm so happy to hear that. And I was looking, I was like, there are so many lamps down the road that I could get. And I also, like, I need a good base. Like, I'm looking for a good lamp base because I already know that I want, like, a French Victorian lamp shade. So it's like, I need a good base. And I found a good one last night, but it just, it didn't, you know, when you know when it comes to furniture and, like, clothes and stuff. Calling out Pero every single stream is crazy. I've said this once and I'll say it again. Paradise is an amazing artist who influences me, both in vibe, personality, and aesthetic. And I'm constantly inspired by Paradise. I talk about Paradise the same way I talk about Lady Gaga. Like, it's just, I'm always inspired by it. Paradise is my influencer. I've been watching Phaun before I sleep recently. I do think that my streams are good sleepy time streams, because it is just kind of like having a friend, just sort of like talking your brain into like a state of slumber, really. I have that talent. I'm not sitting here thinking that when people come to my stream or come to my VOD, they're looking, you know, every now and then I might say something that you might keep with you. But for the most part, I'm mostly just hosting. I'm taking over the voices in your head.
A lot of people are afraid of this conversation.
And I know this because I have certain people that I listen to that they take over the voices in my head. Like when I'm doing dishes and I have 10 voices in my head, I don't want to like listen to them. I put them on. And they know that. I have fallen asleep to Phaun streams before. Nice. All right, where do we go? Heading out to celebrate my sister-in-law's B-day. Have fun. Happy birthday. Thank you for hanging out, Jake Hurt. I hope that there's good food there or good booze. And if you're sober, I hope that there's good people and vibes and spirits. Not the kind you drink, but the kind that you feel esoterically. My YouTube feed has been loving Phaun and Damsel VODs. No. Me and Damsel really, oh my goodness, me and Damsel's collaboration. Damsel, if you're in here, I be gagging because I don't use my main account to watch stuff. So like I often get recommended my own videos because I guess because I make the stuff. So if the algorithm has any sophistication, it would know to serve me my own content because it comes from my brain. But I've seen the numbers, and thank y'all so much for like hyping up the other perspective, because it really does feel like me and Damsel like released like a little mini like duo project. Like I don't know, I'm so geeked about that. I love seeing like girly pop stuff like sort of burgeoning in the algorithm. Cause we really did we gave y'all improv performance. It was exhilarating. It was like some of the most exhilarating content I've made recently. I truly like blacked out, and like / positive, I blacked out, and I was just like totally in a flow state of play. And I felt like everybody was in sync. It really was up the road. It matched the demand. People were like, we need more Fears to Fathom. We need more Fears to Fathom. And like, it was the tea in the moment. Now, will we be able to top that? Was that our peak? We'll never know. We'll never know until we try again. I heard Phaun and Damsel are going to release Telephone Part 2. Hello, hello, baby, you called? I can't hear a thing. I remember Lady Gaga has always said that Telephone, she used to hate Telephone for like 10 years straight because that song has been through so many versions. Britney Spears sang it at one point in time. And then Beyonce was on it. And you know how Beyonce is. You know, Beyonce wants her part to be her part. That's Beyonce, right? And there's like footage of Lady Gaga in the studio with Darkchild, like just combing over Telephone. And I that song is so, it's overproduced, but because such talented musicians made it, it sounds cohesive and fun. But if you really just like took that song, took the brand of Lady Gaga and Beyonce out of it and just listened to it like raw, no music video, that song is absolutely, like, people talk about hyperpop these days. That was hyperpop. It's the way earlier I was in my pantry just thinking about my favorite thing about this community is everybody's ability to play, pretend, and yes, play is very important. When I was younger, I used to think that it was like immature and not valuable, but literally my appreciation and desire for play, which can be a double-edged sword. There are moments where you do have to like not be like, I'm bored, and just like deal with stuff. That's one of my, that can be a flaw of mine. But it's really good to retain that, and it's a muscle that you have to keep, because like if you don't have it, your life can get really dreary, and being able to self-generate your own sense of play is like a superpower. That's why I always talk about like queer people, like we love this kind of stuff. We love art, and like we resonate with it so deeply. And I'm not saying straight people can't, but it's easier to lose that muscle if you fall into heteronormativity. Okay.
What's Mama gotta say about this?
Mama Sleeping Angels? Oh, Soph, I've never heard of that.
Always bring a first aid kit. Wish I didn't have to. These kids need more than a Band-Aid can fix. Oh, something's gotta change. Jolene said she might know a way.
Big ass one. One in chat if you like to explore and play. Oh, one.
Those poor kids. They should have had more than a colorful bandage to comfort them. Mama cares so much.
I still think that like they're at a wake or something, like she disappeared, and these animals that see her are like, okay, so I'm gonna be a little bit woo-woo about this, but I do believe that like this game, I do think that like animals can sometimes be like past ancestors, and I'm not taking like blood ancestors, but like soul ancestors, like echoes of them, like very everything everywhere all at once. And it's not necessarily that they're like trying to guide you, but it's like the sort of passing of the ships kind of like leads everything in their own ways. It's like different currents, you know? The game said, look at me. I know. Okay, let's look.
I hear you, mama, and I remember.
Is this going to be another overly literal lyric? Okay, let's go. Okay. The vocals are crispy and nice. I like them.
'Cause life is a fight to be won.
Okay. Opening with that first song about George or Billy, whoever that was, really makes me like a little bit defensive when I hear a vocal in this game. It's not because the musicality is not good, it's the lyrics. The lyrics I get a little bit scared about. As a theater kid, I'm very used to like listening to auditions and stuff, and it's kind of like, ooh, baby, please, please, because I'm a very receptive audience member. I love to dig in and explore and play, but not everybody does. So like, let's keep the lyrics on track. Because that opener was not. See, they're letting the music play. That's what I like. I kind of love the literal translation. It gives no room for doubt about the meaning. It's very good for 2026. Like, let's go ahead and no room for interpretation. Because you know how people go. Somebody's going to go to ChatGPT and be like, what did they mean by that lyric? And ChatGPT is going to be like, everybody's crazy. You should. Let's stay very literal with the lyrics today. Say what you mean. Don't hint at it anymore. We can't do that anymore. No, Tea Kettle, we missed the opening stanza of the first song of this section. I am doing some exploring. It's letting me explore just a little bit. Oh no. Oh no. I do like this guitar. I wish I could play guitar. Oh, I would be such an insufferable man if I could play guitar. I honestly think that if I learned guitar when I was 16, because I did try to learn it, I think that there's a timeline where I became like, I never had emotional growth because that guitar. Like, me and a guitar, I feel like is just too dangerous. Speaking of danger. Whoa!
Why is this one gonna have so many arms?
Overseer Haint, new haunt, new Haint. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's three of them, there's three of them, there's three of them. Hold up, hold up. I'm used to playing this after Bayonetta. They have shields? Girl, what is this? It kind of looks like Overwatch on the Switch. Echo? This is what Echo looks like on the Switch? Yes? Don't kill the three, please. Oh no, I'm so sorry. They've gotta go. Next week, we're getting some new ones anyway. I'm killing the three. Ending berries. Not crunchy switch echo. I don't understand what this this weird lesbian bond they're doing is, but I don't know how to break it. There we go.
Another one, thank you.
I'm not evil, everybody. I would never kill the three if I didn't know that new ones were coming next week. They're codependent. I love the flowers that happen after you win.
Counting the strands at my own pace. We are all connected, running a race.
Running the
The
race.
world is not that simple. Your journey must be lit.
I love to sing.
New Jeans is back. Nice. Good luck to them. It's a much different world now.
This life is a fight to be won. My footsteps, they echo. I'm
This cave
hearing
must lead to the mountain pass.
Good luck to them. They have everything they need to succeed. But baby, we're in a post gnarly world. That's all I have to say.
I follow the river where
I believe in New Jeans. I love them. Y'all do not start getting all K-pop stan on me. Y'all know I love New Jeans. I'm just saying.
stories be
I can't read while
Can
this
you
woman's
believe
singing.
they just left that kid out here?
their truth is inside. We are all hurting under cruel sun. I'll keep trying this fight. We'll be one.
Right. I was obsessed with them, yes. Do you want me to do the OMG choreo right now to prove my loyalty? I won't. I don't know what Danielle did. Please, y'all. I don't know what Danielle did. I don't want to get into it. I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did. I don't know what happened to her. It's K-pop. I'm sure something horrific is involved. I just like the music in 2023. Oh my god. Did you know Lady Gaga's favorite Pokemon is Jigglypuff? I know, but do you know what Jigglypuff did? New hair, new tea, new jeans. Do you see? Lady Gigi, she loves jiggly. Make 'em slay, make 'em gay. Now we got him. Really gay. I'm excited for New Jeans. The Pride remix.
Hope this leads outside.
I'm doing it for Pride 2027. That's when my verse is coming out.
Wrong Hazel is close to
Faun's gay remix.
But with her growing power, she soared into a gust of wind. Imagine that. As she got closer to the house on the hill, the hair on her neck stood up.
Oh, Danielle's not in it. Dang.
But to find her mom, she'd have to go through the haunted holler.
Well, it's because I can do her spot if you want me to. Do y'all want me to do her spot until she can get back? Yeah? Okay. I'm more of a tenor. What's her part in that one famous song? Oh, I don't know if I can do it. I'm super shy, super shy. I'm gonna have to lip sync it. I can't do it while dancing. I'm not as talented as her, but I can hold the energy. Like, I can be placeholder. I know you can't. The netizens will be like, he's too pretty. You don't even know my name, do ya? Oh, that's not my part though. That's is it Honey or Hannah? I have a cousin named Hannah. I also heard that if they couldn't get Tinashe or Faun to fill the spot, they're looking for Kim Petras joining. But Kim Petras can't do the dancing. Danielle's a trained dancer. Me and Tinashe have dancing experience. Kim Petras could do the visual, but I don't... That's an important part, but like... Dancing is a big core part of the group.
I'm coming for you, Mama.
I'm not saying that Kim Petras can't do a dance like that. I'm just saying, like, it's Tinashe first, then it's me, then it's Kim. And if we're doing visual, then I'm out of the conversation. But we're doing more of a placeholder because we're planning on Danielle getting back, because it doesn't make sense for a corporation to be suing a 20-year-old woman. I woke up the other night because I thought I heard someone's voices in the house. It's just me and my cat Tux. I went out with my intruder deterrent, and I swear I saw Tux's mouth moving. He was talking to some little guy. They both looked at me. I blinked, and the little guy was gone. Oh, no.
I knew cats talked if you weren't around.
I did too. Now, Kim can definitely, I'm going to say this. Kim will probably out-sing Daniel's part. Because if you put Kim Petras in New Jeans, she would be belting every single, because, you know, Kim, she has that, like, mixed voice. She's got that deadly mixed voice, that pop vocal, you know? Like, the pop sound, if you will. Now this is a really fun concept. I want to do concept groups of like Western pop stars doing K-pop parts, and I want to do like vice versa. I want to see New Jeans do like their own version of like a Western performance. But I'm thinking about the hodgepodge. Like, I want to put like Kim Petras, Tinashe. Like, this is my like my fan group. Tinashe, Brittany, Kim Petras, and Yolin as the as the New Jeans cover group. I need to hear Twice cover Black Magic by Little Mix. Because in my head, Hyolin's a Western. She's a Western solo act. She's in Sistar, she does K-pop, but when Hyolyn goes solo, she goes Western. She calls up Tinashe and says, "Hey girl, let's do a licensing deal."
Man, that's pretty. Mama would love this view.
I did see the Hyolyn medley. I did. Hyolyn doing Dali at that award show is how I feel being a queer content creator in this highly conservative time. Mind you, and I'm not doing hip thrusts in front of the camera. And that's how I feel. Dolly, 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 Dolly. Chapel, Charlie, and Sabrina would eat up Golden. What's wrong with Little Hip Thrust? I'm trying to incorporate it more common. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm thinking of like the mega, like the big girl groups like Twice and stuff or Girls' Generation. And like, y'all know that lineup that they had where like it was like Beyonce and like Mary J. Blige. I think Christina Aguilera. Like, I want to see that group doing like a Girls' Generation like ballad. The Lil Kim TikTok. Oh, right. The moral of the story is this: you ain't licking this, you ain't sticking this. Ooh.
Oh, hey. Whoa.
Good?
Whoa, easy.
Can I help you, son?
Yeah. You know anything about that creepy old house up on the hill?
Well, sure do. Sure do. Yes, that was once the home of
Junkrat.
and Molly, the nasty she-devil who plucked all the little children in this here holler right out their beds. Oh, yeah, peel them good and use their guts for galluses.
His name is Itchy. I just noticed
they
that.
Call me Itchy.
Hi,
I'm
Thomas
the
on.
only schoolboy she ain't never took. Ain't been easy reaching my golden years out yonder.
It's
But
okay,
this
Thomas
here
on.
holler's
This game is
better
very
than all them.
episodic. Each of the arcs are
nice
kind of
story. You mind if I
separate,
take
and
a
we
look
just
at it?
started a new one.
Oh, sure don't, sure don't. You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more.
It's like a
Down
southern
to the
Alice in
low, low
Wonderland
price
slice of
a
life.
dollar.
Right now, we're going to the haunted house. And Itchy needs his oxygen tank, and we got to buy a ticket. That's all we know.
You take debit?
Debit.
How about one of them gewgaws?
Oh, no can do. Family heirloom.
Girl, what if her
maybe I
NFC,
could,
what if
I
her
could
like
bet you a good
chip,
review
what
online.
if she could tap her card in this Alice in Wonderland world? That would be
Just
funny.
take my payment at the pearly gates. Be sure you study them educating signposts.
I'll take my payment at the pearly gates. Y'all, the next time you have to spot a friend and they're like, I'll get you back, or like, do you have like do you have Zelle? You'll just say, I'll see you at the pearly gates. That's kind of haunting. That's kind of haunting. Something like that. Like, I'll see you in the afterlife. Like, before you go in, like, Jesus is gonna wait. It's gonna ask you for those $20. Or whoever's up there.
I put up round the holler.
Appreciate
Then
it.
die. Ooh, what if the payment to get into heaven was all the money that you didn't pay your friends back? What if it was just that simple? Kizzy has been modding for 3 years. Thank you so much, Kizzy. I'm setting my 3 year. Is it doing it again? Have we already done this? Well, anyway, let's celebrate you again. Let's celebrate you. Don't worry about the Venmo, darling. I'll put it on your karmic tab. Ooh, you can only say that, Tea Kettle, when you're wearing like a lot of gems and jewels, though. Like, you have to look a little witchy before you say that, because otherwise people are going to be like, girl, whatever. Even though you know it's true, like, they won't understand it. Because we're like in a very hyper-real visual time. Like, you have to like also like be like... "3 years? That only feels like 3 days."
Well, this place seen better days.
What's your go-to gem or jewel? Hunty, when I go gem and jewel shopping, it's very few and far in between. I need to go find a gem store in Chicago. I haven't gone gem shopping in a while. In a few years, actually. But anytime I do pick one up, it's always what speaks to me at the time. Always what speaks to me at the time. And I hold it forever. I keep them forever. I have them up on I have a little shrine. And they're in the sunlight and they charge up. And anytime I feel like I need one of them, sometimes I don't even know what they are. I just like feel it out and I just kind of like think about it. It's just what I don't have a go-to. I'm not like I'm not running like a witch build that's like I only do amethyst. Like no, it's just what I'm like a very like I was talking about this in my Q&A. I'm a very like it's that earth. I have the 6 earth placements. I have to feel my environment. Like the earth is ever changing. I'm not static. Like even my gender. Y'all have seen that firsthand.
Oh, I'll clean you out.
Clean me out? Like, you were acting really freaked out, Hazel, today. That was not appropriate. Why do they like hang on to the other ones? It's not fair. You cheater! Get over here! Disgusting freak! Terror! Hypnotizing the trade. Y'all, I want to mod Luscious Massacre into this. Oh my god. No. Cleansing the pain of the game. They should add Luscious to Fortnite. No, you know what would actually fix Overwatch again? Because you know Overwatch seems to... Overwatch, I hope to have the longevity of Overwatch because Overwatch is like the really girly pop roach that cannot die. The next thing that will save Overwatch is not Magical Girls. It's going to be a direct collaboration with the likes of either Luscious Massacre, Trixie Mattel, or RuPaul herself. And all of the characters have to be in full drag. I'm talking full model makeovers. Like, this is the point that we're at in the girly pop, like, sort of growth. There's a girly pop creep sometimes when it comes to things. And because Overwatch keeps like delivering and delivering and delivering every time it gets rough with like girly pop, they have to dig deeper and deeper and deeper every single time. The only way that they're going to be able to fix it now is if they do full custom epic, like I'm talking Cassidy padded out. I'm talking like all of the characters that are he him are now in drag as she her and vice versa. They thems and the robots, they kind of can just do whatever they want. And if they did actually have a RuPaul, I want it to be Echo. And I want it to have that voice line, Michelle. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your husband is? As she has like a big RuPaul like or she could say, do you know where your kitty is? That's true. Lady Loki is very similar. Sissying your walk, Tracer.
Itchy school friends change.
Let's play, love.
They talked about Miss Molly, that old recluse who nobody'd ever laid eyes on. But them brave enough to venture into her house on the hill came back with toys and treats and clothes that weren't handed
this is going to be a Hansel and Gretel
Itchy couldn't
situation.
help but reckon
The
about
witch on the
all
hill.
possibilities his old pappy'd beat him out.
Oh, she must have been baiting them.
I know we moved on, but all I can think about is Beyonce singing Payon's My Heart. But you know Christina would be there also singing over her. But bring the boys out. And then at the chanting part, I want Kesha. I want Kesha. Girls' generation make you feel right. Like I could do a fan cast of many a K-pop song. Like, don't get me started.
definitely not minding her own business.
Do a how would X sing stream? I could go on and on about that. That might be a fun TikTok series. So they were looking out the window. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a situation where this is actually like a witch on the hill or in the woods, or if it's going to be like an isolated, secluded woman that is dealing with the sort of pressures and stigma of being an unmarried woman in the South in the 80s.
Looks like a nosy housewife, I guess.
But she might be a widow, you know? Dear Sheriff Thibodeau, do you believe me now? Every blessed child. Oh, this is lady. Do you believe me now? Every blessed child in the holler has now been taken, save one. I told you so. You could have stopped this, but no, you were too busy stuffing your face with donuts. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Not the type of thing you want to be right about.
Widowmaker. Agnes Davis is the most southern name I've ever heard. I want a donut too. I've been craving a vegan donut lately. There have been many a nights the past few weeks where I open up a delivery app and I look up donuts. Lately it's been vegan donut, and I always talk myself out of it because those delivery fees are so crazy, and I think about like the cascading sort of implications of using delivery apps, and I'm like, I live in Chicago, I could just go get a donut. But really, do I want to go leave my house to go get a donut? Because I know I'm going to get sleepy and like sick after. It's always so sweet. I can never do something normal. I'm never the type of girl that can go for a normal glazed donut. If you put stimulation, like the prospect of stimulation in front of me, I'm going for the super king size butter pecan chocolate double Dutch Oreo. Like, I can't help myself. But the thing is every time I eat those, I always say I should have gotten a glazed. Because the glaze is, all you need is a fresh glazed donut. Me getting the Lucky Charms queen size Fruity Pebble donut holes and expecting to feel fine after. No, because one of y'all convinced me to get, I don't even know what restaurant, I don't even want to call it a restaurant, what watering hole had pink donut holes, but I remember eating them late at night because somebody convinced me to get them, and it was just too decadent. It was too sweet. I was like, this is, what is, it was Dunkin'? Oh, Dunkin'. Y'all know about me and Dunkin'. Was it the strawberry Cinnabon Delights from Taco? It was the strawberry Cinnabon Delights. It was. They did not taste like strawberry, and they were not delightful. They were too sweet, girl. I hate to sound like such an auntie about it, such an auntie, but it's like I can't do it. But I did eat them all. Because they're so sweet, like you can't stop yourself. Like, you like literally enter like a trance state. Oh, I love when she does that. Oh! Oh! Baby, those in a gummy? Well, thinking about it, it might have been a similar situation of me doing it. Oh! Now who's this big boy? Give me a big boy. It's cuffing season. I still think about that song. Y'all moved on from it too quick. We voted in Trump and now everybody wants to be skinny. I'm still on big boy. I don't know. I feel like something went wrong. Something went wrong because everybody was a cat boy and like everybody was like thick, happy cat boys. And now suddenly everybody's skinny and sad. I'm not saying, as a skinny girl myself, like you know, like you can be skinny, whatever, but it's like, it's just like the sadness comes with it every time we get to this place in culture. Yeah. Y'all, I'm really scared. I'm gonna die. Oh my God. Y'all, I don't know what to do. Wait. No. No, 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 no. No. Heal me. Where did you get your shirt? It's so cool. Give me 1 second.
Show me what else happened.
Whew, girl. The last time I felt like that, I was Rem in Deadlock and it was 2 a.m. Okay. Where did I get my shirt? My shirt came from, I don't know who they are. I always have to open up my Venmo because I paid them on Venmo. It was like a local little pride fair at a college somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains. That's all I can tell you. Good luck. This is just like when I'm playing Overwatch with the girly pops and they both get DPS and I'm on tank. Now listen. No, damsel. Damsel, I love pocketing you. You are an amazing Deadlock player. Like, because Rem is supposed to be a support. Like, I feel like you can play all the characters however you want, but like, you know how to like, you have a good game sense, I guess is what I'm saying. But it does get like heated. Like in the middle of it, it's like, you know, there can be an amazing Celeste, but in the midst of it, we're like 70 minutes into the match. Everybody's got 300K points. We're fighting. Like, all of us are fighting. It's a fight time. I played Run with Peril last night and I was like, how does Phaun do this? I'm scared. I'll leave this to him. I feel like you just have to have, I don't know. Playing Rem is like kind of like how it feels. I love playing White Mage in Final Fantasy XIV pre-Stormblood for this reason, and I loved playing Mercy before they kind of like changed her up a bit too, and I like playing healers for this reason. Like Lifeweaver, I love seeing health bars and keeping them up. I love having little minions that I can just toss around. It's like all the micromanagement is so, it like, ooh, I love it so much. It's your first time watching live from Chica Limpos? Oh! Hi, Zeodine. Hope you're enjoying Chica Limpos.
With his pappy gone, it was on.
I don't trust people either, Bumble. I think that's why I like it. It's because I can control it. It's regardless of if I trust them, I can control it. It's like you can be as crazy as you want. I don't have to trust you. I just have to trust myself and my abilities.
It's natural Itchy would do what he'd been raised to do. He blamed himself. If only he hadn't spilled his guts to Miss Molly, maybe the man who hurt him could have found something to love in him. He sought some divine absolution.
Molly took his abusive dad away.
Else would listen.
Itchy shouldn't have had to bear that guilt. It ain't his fault.
We aren't afraid to jump in, yeah. Well, you have to, girl. Some of those matches, I'm like... Some of those matches, it's like, y'all, this is a PvP game. Itzy. Ooh, a tentative tank. I can't stand it. I understand playing your hand, but play it eventually, please. Now, I don't want any of my Deadlock friends to internalize anything I'm saying. Please enjoy yourself. I mostly like for everyone to enjoy themselves, but understand, you know, when I'm maxed out, I'm ready to fight. Okay, close the loop. I want to save, maybe. I don't know. Inflicts weave on impacted enemies. Cast strand just before an attack hits. Wait a minute. Just before an attack? No, I'm saving because I like Crouton. I like Deadlock because you can mod it and they won't ban you for it. Mike Helvin is wearing a bunny suit. Like not hee hee ha ha way. Like kind of hee hee ha ha, but also not. It's similar, and I want to do Lash. I want to mod Lash to have the suit too, because at least it'll make it better when that OP character completely destroys my life and my rescue beam is on cooldown. Comment. I'm sure there is. Venator is like, I love when Venator's on the enemy team and he's like, oh my god. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was playing a match with Graves, and the Venator was getting sick of me, girl, because I was taking over a lane. And he ulted, and you know you have to hide because he can like snipe you with that ult. And it was so like, Venator is such a sexy man. I was like hiding. I was like, he's gonna get me. He didn't get me because like I was hiding behind a pillar and like he couldn't get me. But it was like, you saying that made me think of it. He had like engaged like a 1v1. Like the lane was like already, my lane was pushing past him and he like ulted like he was mad at me or something.
No power. Find me some electricity.
I'm sure Crouton can do it. Let's go, Crouton. The face of the season. My favorite mod that I have active turns all Celeste abilities into pop girl songs, but there's a quality of life one that I need to show all of you. Lets you change everything from crosshairs. I need it. Okay, so if y'all really want to know, like outside of my like degenerate mods, my Rem is bright pink, and my Graves also is purple, like a dark emo purple, but like still kind of girly pop. All her effects and stuff is like really like purpley instead of green. Like even her minions and summons are purple instead of green. And her skulls are Moogles, and they make the Moogle sound from Final Fantasy XIV. The boop, 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 boop. Have you listened to Pop Girl by Lexi Lou? Skin clearing her featuring. Oh no, I haven't heard that one. No. I turned Moe and Curl into DK and Diddy Kong yesterday. I love that. That feels canon. I feel like we need that instead.
That red yarn. I'm on the right track.
Wait, is it like Nintendo 64 like polygonal? Because that would be fun.
You're not welcome.
Okay, I cannot flop like I did last time. This girl, oh, she's a buffer. That's what's happening. Girl, stop it. Dismantling your powers. She gets like a berserk mode of invulnerability too, I see. Now I know her secrets. And now all of you are weaker for it. Oh, oh! Destroying the army of the Hagza Hazakari. We may have finished that video game a year ago. But her story isn't over, and her revenge is ever unsatiated. Ugh. Sorry, y'all, I have phantom sense. I get so immersed in these games. Stop! No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Run. No, please stop. I can't fight anymore. It's too much. I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay.
Another one, thank you.
Seems like that quarry needs to be revisited. Somebody needs to draw out that evil energy. It's getting too powerful. No, Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 1 has trained me well, y'all. After fighting those two crazy little like leopards or whatever in Bayonetta 1, trust and believe, I can put up a fight at 1 health. I can have 1 HP, but that does not mean that the battle isn't over till I hit 0.
Calloused hands and heart.
Crazy little girl.
Ever grown up itch you turned to, treated children like nails or wheat in a hammer. His pappy, well, he did worse. Come night, itch you dream about peculiar angels who'd enfold his aching body into their soft, heavy wings.
That's so heartbreaking. Itchy must have felt so alone.
That's really sad, but that is something that people used to do in the South. Put a 1 in chat if your grandma ever said, go and get a switch. They make you go and get one. Very, very glad that, you know what, shout out to Gen X on one thing. Most of them tried to break that. You know? It's not a Nintendo Switch, y'all. It's not a Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry to say it. No, when a millennial says go and get the Switch, that's what they mean. When a boomer says go and get the Switch, it's something totally different. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. I wonder, do I have to do some tech? Ooh, I do. Okay. Okay, tech. Okay, tech. Hug and Molly kind of low-key look a little sickening from up close, if you ask me. Now that we've like seen her a bit and they're like kind of like showing a different dimension of her, she does look a little sickening. Scary in the eyes, but you know, spiders are typically that scary. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Hi, Itchy. Quite common in the south of Italy too. Spent my childhood dodging your mom's flip-flops and wooden spoons. They called that a chancla in some other cultures too. Koreans used to do that too, but they don't really have a name. It's just sort of like a loud sort of yelling with various items. But like I said, that's thankfully something that I feel like most humans are growing out of culturally, regardless of where you come from. Oh, right. I had to get electricity. Electricity, electricity. Are we being real quiet on the creek? Oh, Minja, yes, we are. We are. I recently saw a TikTok recently, a tutorial on what quiet on the creek meant. I said, well, they really, that one got speed ran. Electric shock. Managers, there's mandatory overtime this weekend before the break. No exceptions. If people aren't able to commit, they will not receive PTO. I expect to hear numbers by end of day.
Reminds me of my job. God, I hate that place.
I got the belt, but when I told them to hit harder because it don't hurt, they stopped. Oh, my mom, I remember, I can say this. This is my story. This is my story, my trauma. And I've grown out of it. I can look back on it and be like, okay, I'm not opening a wound live, okay? My mom told me about a time that she remembers where she had a wooden spoon and she was popping me with it. And I didn't react and I just looked at her. And at that moment, I think she knew that she went too far and that she had maybe awoken a Capricorn placement in me a bit too early, but it's fine now. It's okay, Ruben. It's okay. I have a very healthy relationship with my mom now.
But Itchy's eyes hung on a red.
This is a real thing, though. That's why I kind of like this game. It talks about cultural things I've been through that, like, they're real.
Strings of red had led him to a crackling fire, where he'd spilled his secrets, even knows about his pappy. Today, the summer heat roasted his pappy on the concrete.
Red yarn. Just like the
Does my
trailer.
mom watch our content? She watches some of it. I'm very honest. I'm very honest about my things. And the things that I talk about live, I talk about with people before I talk about it live. So there are some things that I should be totally fine talking about, I think. But we're getting chased again. I wonder who this is. Now that I'm thinking of it, it's like we have been chased by this thing over and over.
You were tenacious, little one.
I love the chases.
I have to
Jana?
find her.
Zan, stop! It's Zan, that's right. Itsy Bitsy's after me. Assassin's Creed, you're fading! Y'all, I'm so excited for the Tomb Raider re-releases. I really want to play that live. I feel like that's going to be such a fun game for us. Playing this makes me think of it, like all the acrobatics. Tomb Raider, I'm interested to see how they adjust it for the re-release, because PS1 controls are not as easy as they look. I also never played those games all the way through. Have I played Fatal Frame before? I do want to play the Fatal Frame remake. Dang it, that's embarrassing. I do want to play that remake one day. Never played them. I do find those games to be something, I don't know. I'm sure we could make fun of, make fun with it. But there has to be a certain vibe with that. That has to be part of to me, it has to be part of a collection of other series that I'm running at the same time to broadcast, you know? I have played my fair share of Tomb Raiders, but the first one I never finished, or like the PS1 era I never finished because I was a kid and honestly they scared me. But I have played a fair share. Girl, I'm missing my double jumps. The Halloween collection. Tomb Raider Survivor Series. That one would be fun. You know how nerdy I get? I would love to play Tomb Raider and like observe it, not only like as girly pop slay moments, but like also talk about like how the intellectual property, as like a girly pop diva, how the intellectual property has changed over time. Because the Survivor series was when it was owned by like another company. Like that's the thing about Tomb Raider is like it's changed hands, and I find that really interesting to see how people use that IP. Because it's kind of like the movies, like with Marvel and stuff, but Tomb Raider is kind of unique because you see it in video games. Fatal Frame is kind of slow paced, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I gotta pay attention, oh my god. Whoa, we're in like, look at the weaves in the air. Girl, where's she at? Itsy! Zan! Zan, this isn't funny anymore. Oh, come on. I did a double jump there, and you know it. That's not me, y'all. That was Jake. Okay, lock in. Speed run. Press powder, transform your makeup. I love a press powder ninja. I always top everything with the press powder. It blends everything into the same color. It sort of evens everything out. And it also like mattifies and it's like an extra layer of locking in. Like when I'm really doing a look and I know I'm gonna be talking a lot and like probably perspirating in front of lights, it's like bake everything that's wrinkly and moving a lot, and then have fun and then top it with a press powder. I don't typically use press powder when, like today I'm not wearing any makeup, but like, and sometimes I won't use press powder if I'm not wearing too much, but the heavier I go, the higher chance I'm using a press powder. Any recommendations? I think Makeup Forever, it comes in like a little beige, like rectangular package. I love it. It's very simple. Oh my God. Zan, there's no way that you could follow me on these high-speed winds. There's just no way. Zan, you have to let me go. I don't know what resentment you have towards me, but you can't keep chasing me through this liminal space. You got your first color corrector and concealer the other day? Oh, congrats. Oh, Maybelline Fit Me is such a great product. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to my makeup routine. I try to keep it minimal, but very, very focused now, because I did have an era when I was going crazy on makeup. But that I've noticed that about my creative process is like I will go big on ideas and then kind of realize a simpler idea that I'm happier with after I've done the big explosive exploration. And like I'm the type of person, I think I always have to look it up every time I go and like connect the dots. But my routine, I think it's all water based. Whatever House Labs is, it's all water based, like primer and all that stuff. And I use House Labs concealer, but that's me. In my defense, I'm not the type of person that gets summer and winter colors. I typically just do my winter color, and then during the summer, I just look like I have a very bright mask on. Because the containers for foundation typically say like over a year you can keep them, and I use like one little dot of concealer on the back of my hand. So like I'm not buying a bunch of makeup. Susie Slow Down come from Zan Slow Down? No, Susie Slow Down comes from Zan Slow Down, yes. Zan Slow Down was the first Slow Down.
What? Oh, Lord.
But that's the thing about my makeup is I wear makeup when I'm like being creative most of the time. I don't use concealer on my hands. I should not be dipping that concealer back. Oh my God.
You know I can hear you.
I'm thinking of it now. I should put it on the back of my hands. Sorry, y'all. I'm gross.
Well, it's a right relief the tragical tale of Hug and Molly didn't scare the skin off your bones.
Oh, no. I love the tour. Just one question. Why didn't she take you?
Well,
oh, right.
When old Molly came around and attacked my daddy, I put up the fight of my life and done won it too.
It's just, I read once on this website. Didn't she kill your dad?
Everyone who comes here watches them damn true crime podcasts.
Wait. I came all this way to hear your story.
I often think about stuff like this. That's honestly kind of funny. But you never really know what people are going through. I feel like a character like Itchy, like I even made a joke, oh my God, it's Junkrat. But like people's dispositions and the type of people they are a product of the things that they like went through. And not all of us have the resources or even the disposition to like unpack and sift through all that. Like I'm sitting here talking about me having similar experiences, but I'm able to like talk about them from a healed point of view. And it makes me really sad to think about like some of the stuff that some people might be carrying that people might even make fun of them for it. And like, you don't know that maybe that quirk comes from like a painful place. I think that's important to point out. Sorry.
The real story, Itchy.
I want to know Itchy's real story. I'm going to cry.
Come on.
The Stephanie Sue. I know he's like calling out Stephanie Sue, the Stephanie Sue shade. No, because Stephanie Sue, I love her. She's one of the best true crime podcast hosts. I don't really watch her, but like every time I see clips of her, she's like giving the camera, like the background's blurred, the camera's like $5,000. She looks like comfortable, like she's just telling a story, and like she always looks like she's on the brink of like a breakdown. Like, and then it's like she's so good at it. Yes, Comet is another 2 years. That's 4 years total.
And the sorry suggins who lived in this here holler made them mountain peaks feel as snug as teeth on a bear trap. Something I come to realize about my school friends.
I actually kind of like his beard. I like how it like it's like. Yes, Michelle. Yes.
Some nights I still see him up that damn mountain. Figments of my imagination. And I do yell out, I wish Molly took me too.
That's a really intense grief to lose a parent so early, but also have such conflicting feelings about them.
I didn't neighbor much with courage.
And to kind of be alone with it, you know? Like since a kid, like just to deal with the loneliness on top of that
on scraps of wood.
Did she? You're just a kid.
Yeah, that's sad. The older I get, the more I look at like kids, and I'm like, it's really like they are. When I was in my 20s, kids look like things that are just developing into 20-year-olds. But now that I'm like in my 30s, looking forward to my 30s, and so like contextualized around like so many adults. When I see kids, I'm like, please protect that little thing. That little thing is a sponge. Like every single thing that's happening to it right now, like please be careful.
I thought that we settled that already.
Wasting my time up here doing everything for free.
Like there's only so much that you can help, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like put the Roblox down. I'm kidding. I see my younger teen siblings and still see them as elementary schoolers. I'm so protective. Like in my heart, like I know what it's like being a teenager. I feel like I'm just now coming out of the fog of what it was like being a teenager. That's why I'm so protective over young people. Hope you're enjoying South of Midnight. It's such a charming game, and I for one am enjoying the meal hyaluronic acid boosters. My skin has never felt so clear. Oh my goodness. I'm happy to hear it, Segoy. I need to re-up my skincare. I'm kind of like not spending money on things. I have to go grocery shopping today because I finally ran out of mouthwash, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. But when I go this evening to go get some mouthwash, I will be re-upping a little bit of skincare too. Actually, no, I did that already. It's just my tretinoin. I have to re-up my hair care, which is kind of like your skin, but it's your hair. Are you the mom of the friend group, Fawn? Hunty, somebody said this in Aria's comment section. They said it's kind of surprising to see that Fawn is the most masculine one in this lineup. And that's often what I give in some spaces with my friends, and all my friends are on the queer spectrum. I am often, when I was a teenager, I would still be like very this, but some of my closest friends used to joke and call me dad, is what I'm trying to say. I'm still scared when I see a murder oh my God, I just said that on YouTube, in my direction at night, but I do wish for nothing but the best for them in their future. Oh, a murder of teens. Okay, sorry, like a group of teens. Okay, I got you. I was like, okay, what are we talking about? I give middle sibling. I think generationally in my family, I am very middle sibling. I'm a zillennial though. Like I'm always middle sibling. I don't have. I can't.
Why would you sing this to your kid?
Some messed up poem. I can't read that right now.
God, he's been up here alone ever since. Blaming himself.
Oh, Korage, I don't want kids, but I do feel very like protective over kids. This morning, I've been putting together these thoughts, and this morning I finally came to the epiphany. I've been thinking to myself that dogs in our social construct as like animals, we're so symbiotic now that I feel like we crossed the threshold in the millennial generation that dogs can now just like be considered part of our species, like our social sort of group. Like dogs live so closely with us to the point where they almost seem to have sat right next to kids in terms of how dependent they are on adults. And I feel the same way about dogs and cats. there is a dog that I see when I have a certain route that I walk, and every time I walk it at around like 6 p.m., there is one guy who has a dog on a muzzle, and the dog is not socialized. You can tell the dog is overexcitable, and it like keeps jumping at people and dogs because it's not being aggressive. It just doesn't know how to communicate, and he never trained it to do so, and it looks so sad. And like, they're little sponges. Like, yeah. Anyway. Somebody was talking about animals, and then I started thinking about that. Oh, Karage was talking about it. Like, I don't want to have pets. I don't want to have kids. But when I see them, like, I just understand the reality of the psychology and the dynamic of the situation. Like, this thing is hosting a brain that is receiving all this information. And regardless of if you think that it's going to ignore it, it's going to hold it. The body keeps score, even with animals. Fawn will be the old person one day that all the neighborhood kids love because he gives out big candy for Halloween. I give out big candy for Halloween now. Y'all don't I'm 30. I'm Unk. I'm the old guy giving out big candy. I actually don't. There was like one Halloween I had a lot of candy that was big. Girl, I'm so bad at the ledges. What is wrong with me in these ledges? I didn't lie. I have had there is a history in living. There's a living truth in this earth. I have participated in Halloween, and I did have big candy. But it's not like I do it every year because I'm busy. I officially start the best job I've ever had tomorrow. I'm also watching Wicked with my wig has left orbit. J/them, you are in a transformative period of your life. Starting a new job and watching Wicked, and you're excited about the job. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. I bet you are on cloud 9 right now. What's my go-to Halloween candy? It's my go-to Reese's. Reese's is the go-to Halloween candy. I don't support Nestle, but when you're participating in big social events in the real world and you want to impart joy on kids, sometimes you just have to do what's familiar for them, and they love Reese's. Okay. Kids aren't going to knock on the door and say, "Do you know that this is a Nestle?" They're not going to say that. They're going to say, "Yeah." And sometimes that's all that matters on Halloween. You're thriving. That's good. I thought I would never want kids/pets, but now I have a cat and I've been healed. I love my boy Flapjack so much, and oh my god! As for kids, I'm slowly opening my mind to it. Flapjack is going to be a uncle one day. Hi, Felix Media. I don't actually typically eat a lot of candies. I'm like the sort of snooty hipster when it comes to candy. Like in Aldi, I go to the expensive chocolate bar section. I get the dark chocolate. The dark chocolate that has the cursive on it, the metallic cursive on it. Like, I don't even read it. Like, as I verbalize this, like, I realize how much of like an idiot I am. Like, I don't even read it. I'm just like, oh, it's the fancy chocolate.
Ain't got no time to pay.
I couldn't even tell you what brand it is. No, you gotta stay away from those chocolate almonds. During Easter, any Aldi head knows this. During Easter, Aldi does like covered nuts. It's like Easter eggs, like yellow and green and pink. Those things are going to ruin your day. Because they are Aldinators. They're just dye. They're dye. In your clammy little hands as you're putting them in your hot mouth over and over, eating out of this hot, warm, steamy bag. Your hands are going to come out bright yellow. Type 1 if you're a real Aldi head. I'm an Aldi head. You ate chocolate covered nuts? In this economy, everybody loves Aldi. Girl, Aldi, you want to talk about true human unity? You want to talk about people putting their differences aside? It's Aldi. It used to be like It used to be like Trader Joe's, but now the economy is so tight that you can't even pretend like you can afford that bag of chips. We're all going to Aldi. We're getting the bare essentials. Everybody's in Aldi these days. 2026, Aldi is up. And like the Aldis that don't have the self-checkout, I feel the way I would watch streams of people doing competitive like Aldi style, because I do think that there is grounds for competitive checkouts. I would participate in competitive checkouting, like being a cashier. But there's a certain style that you have to be good at Aldi, and just like any other grocery store, they do keep track of how fast you do it. I remember working at the food line when I was 18, and they took me back and they said, "Phaun, we're happy to say that you're one of our top register people. We're going to give you some more hours." But it's because I was a gamer and I was like, oh, this is like a game. So I was like, okay, like we have to put the shapes and like, okay, I can do this. But Aldi cashiers, they have a different system. It's a different tech. It's like 100% speedrunning and then like the Aldi version of it. And it's like they have the cart system, and each Aldi, it's like kind of like a geographical thing. There's different techniques with different Aldis because I've been to different Aldis. But the cart system is truly a thing. Like there's some people who have an efficiency with getting people through because they're able to premeditate how they're going to pack the cart or how they're going to pack it, because some people pick it up, some people take the cart. You can see some people, they just kind of do a brute force method. It's just like, boop, 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 and they're really fast. But like there's different techniques, and I would watch competitive Aldi checkouts. I feel like Aldi has potential to be incorporated in a great drag name, and I'm still crunching the numbers. I cried so many times being a Kroger cashier, Auntie. I'm so sorry. No wonder you love that damn water park game so much. Damsel, if there's one thing I loved about working retail and food, is when I could do like little tasks like over and over and see how fast I can do them. Like, y'all, I'm not kidding you. There used to be buckets like this big from here, from like my sternum to the top of my head. I could fill that thing with cubed melons in 30 minutes. I could fill it in 30 minutes. Like I love that kind of stuff. Okay, this game is scary. Oh, hey, Felix, sorry. You came in while I was talking about Aldi. Yeah, we're playing South at midnight. We're fighting some Haints. Don't worry, I'm stronger than them. They'll die. I always like hypnotizing the big boy because he does a lot of damage. Girl! Aldi Dazim, oh my god. Aldi deals. Aldi deals the. Aldi deals these. Aldino, my competitive Aldino in season 3 of Pokemon Champions, Aldino. Wow. This competition's really heating up. I'm getting, where's Big Boy? Okay, no. I'm also being stubborn and not using my points because I'm waiting for the next crouton upgrade, and that's probably working against me a little bit in combat. A little bit in combat. If I use my points more efficiently, then Technically, if I use my points on the pool, I love that sometimes they'll just be like, huh? Girl. It's low-key kind of hard to like anticipate them attacking because they have such a weird like rhythm. This is a compliment / positive. It makes it very interesting and stimulating. Whoa. No, I didn't mean to do that. Bro, this is a hard fight. What aisle, Fawn, what aisle at the Aldi gives you the most peace? Oh, goodness. The Aldi, the section at the Aldi that has the most peace. It's probably like the chip section, if I'm being real. I feel like less people are going for chips. They're going for potatoes. Like, we used to go for chips because like we had money to spend. It's like, oh, you know, chips are like technically potatoes, but like now we're like really trying to get our money's worth and we get the full potato. Yeah, the bread aisle, the chip aisle, like people are starting to cut that out. But it's also nice because it's like very peaceful, but like also chips are fun. Canned vegetables, because I went grocery shopping just recently, and the canned vegetables, there was somebody doing like a whole like they had their cart on at the beginning of the aisle, and this man was like he was like sprawled out like this. I was like, it's one thing to be like standing in front of the line. It's another thing to be doing an entire acrobatic stretch, to crane your neck, to have your entire body take up like 3 different options of vegetables. But whatever. People enter a flow state in the Aldi, so you just kind of let it happen. The frozen veggie section is almost always like empty, but you never see people there. I think it's because you're on your way out by the time you're at the frozen veggies. It's like, let me just get the broccoli and go. Like, nobody ever. I have been to the Aldis in North Carolina and in Illinois. And I have to say this, out of all the frozen vegetables in the Aldi, the one skip, it seems unanimously across all Americans, is the, it's like the broccoli, cauliflower, carrot mix. People only pick that one up when everything else is taken. People get the broccoli first. Asparagus, always untouched. I love asparagus, but asparagus is always untouched. Everybody who has to pick up the cauliflower carrot, it's like, oh, this next week's gonna be so nasty. Hi, Alex. Thank you for the raid. Asparagus needs to be fresh to be good. Oh, pickled shouted out. Thank you, Alex. Decided to raid you for my first ever stream. Oh my goodness. Congrats. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. What did y'all play? I'm seeing a Final Fantasy 14 symbol, so I'm assuming it's Final Fantasy 14. I keep getting Bayonetta confused because I'm very yappy today. And I keep forgetting that they can like attack me through. The level 1 enemies can like attack me through my combo. They keep getting free licks on that one. Like that. Oh! Oh my god. I gotta heal. I played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh, a ROM hack. Okay, that's really cool. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is like such a good streaming game. That's a good choice. Girl. I think they removed the big boy because I'm a flop. That's kind of embarrassing. I can fight him. Maybe not. I'm really struggling. Oh, there he is. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Oh my God. Zan. Girl. All right. All right. Let's do this. Hypnotizing trade. Woo. There we go. Careful, Fawn. Die a third time and the hag is really gonna get you. That's what happens in this game. That's why this game got canceled, is because people were unable to beat this fight. And if you die a third time, the hag that has a quarry actually puts you in the quarry, the video game, and you have to play the character that you didn't want to play. Do y'all think the Hazza has a quarries in this game? I just said so. I'm so scared of the Hazza has a quarry. Me too. Girl, what's this cinematic jumping? Where do I go? Okay, I'm just gonna go this way. Oh, it's because I landed up there. Okay. Now, if you die a fourth time, Halson from Baldur's Gate shows up and kisses you. But it's a very dangerous technique, and I don't recommend it to people who aren't good at this game. So. No, everybody, you can't do it. You have to fight the hag first. The hag has a quarry first. It's not that easy. Don't do it. Trust me. What form? We don't know yet because nobody's ever made it that far. It's like a roguelike. Dang it. I keep doing that. I just found out Astarion is going to be in the next Until Dawn. Oh, of course. He's booked in busy, honey. I died 4 times, nothing happened. Somebody probably died 4 times before you did. Girl. Did I get it? Okay, I got it. I'm leaving. If you die 6 times, Charizard joins your team. The way she fell. Oh!
When word spread of what Ichi said regarding Molly, the Holler folk decided to pay her a visit. They'd always been afraid
Not
of
her
the
and her
tales
heels,
surrounding
girl.
her eerie house on the hill. But instead of an old recluse, they found a monstrous creature. Terrorized, she fled from the house and Holler, but not forever. Hug and Molly came back for the callous children, one by one enfolding their aching bodies into her soft, long arms. Except for Ichi, who had driven Miss Molly away.
She destroyed so many families. I won't let her destroy mine.
I wonder if she's evil or not, you know? Cause she's like, it's like she spared Itchy or something. Dear Miss Molly, I heard you got toys and food at your house. Could I please have some food? I don't mind for me, but the babies are hungry and I don't know when Mom and Daddy get home from work next. I don't need toys, just food for the babies. And for me, if you have extra. Love, Jane. P.S. Please don't not tell that I asked for charity. I'll get whipped.
No one should have to beg for food, much less a child.
Aww. It's sad. Fawn, have you seen where people have recently taken big cubes of butter and just dip it in cake frosting and sprinkles and eat it? Would you ever do that for Patreon? I wouldn't do that for Patreon, but I do appreciate a whipped butter with like powdered sugar. I do think that there's something there, but we often miss the mark when it comes to things like TikTok, you know? It's always just a little bit to the left. I mean, I came from it. Y'all found me there, so can't be all too bad. I just don't think, you know, I'm not gonna bite into. I've as somebody from the South, I've never bitten into a stick of butter, and I've bitten into like soap before, but butter, you can't just have it by itself. But yes, the whipped buttercream. Miss Molly, where'd you go with the other children? Why'd you take them and not me? I don't got any friend left. Can you send them down to play sometime? Aww,
Must have been
he's so
confusing
lonely.
for him. Poor kid.
I found you through Gen 4 GPL. I never laughed hard in my life. Oh, nice. Thank you, Amazon. Aww. I used to eat bingo chips in grade school. I mean, I've talked to y'all about how I used to gnaw on stuff. Y'all, this is not the first time we've seen this little spider. What is this little spider? Is that supposed to be Huggin' Molly? I've seen this before. Itsy. It's Itsy. Lacey Winston, Prospero Social Services. It is my immediate recommendation that Matt be transferred to a foster family as soon as one is available. He suffers from malnutrition, he has not been to school in a month, and both his parents suffer from addiction. He cannot thrive in this environment. I know this county is low on potential foster families, but his situation requires immediate action.
I didn't know Mama came way out here.
Oh, her mother worked with
What was
kids
Sounds like it came
for
from the
social
mountain.
services. You see how the birds are guiding me? This is why I believe birds are fairies. I truly believe that birds observe and watch us, and they're highly social creatures. And I feel like they are more aware intuitively of us than we let on. I feel like we treat birds like they're stupid or like mindless, you know? On a scale of 0 to Mabuntus, how pregnant are we feeling? I'm feeling quite Mabuntus today. I'm very relaxed. I also don't eat a lot of dairy anymore. So butter, I have like some butter that I won't even eat because I don't want dairy. My protein powder has milk in it, and like I'm trying to get through that, and that just feels like too much milk now. I get very particular about that kind of stuff.
Where is she? What the? That looks like our house.
I'm trying to eat through the protein. I don't want it anymore. It's just like I don't like leaving food in my pantry, you know?
Mama. What is all this?
Let me watch this and I'll answer that in a second.
Wait.
This is what happened at the beginning of the game. It's really cool looking. The fact that this is being like rendered in front of the character, you know, like this is a game, so all of this is 3D, you know, but like the different art styles that they're choosing to model in front of a character with a different art style. Ooh.
So you did take her.
She looks kind of
Give me
cool.
my mama back.
Scary but cool. How's my gluten intolerance going? I do think that I am intolerant to gluten. I don't think I'm allergic to it. Because I've decided to be vegan, I don't eat a lot of bread anyway because breads normally have like eggs in it. And every time I've done this dietary restriction, I just start shopping more at like Asian restaurants. Like I had pasta for dinner today, not dinner, for lunch today. I had like macaroni and meatballs, but it was all vegan. Like even the noodles were rice noodles. I am quite intolerant to dairy and like wheat, not oats. I can eat oats, but wheat gets me. It's not like it doesn't ruin my life, but I just would rather not feel like passively bloated all the time. Like once I noticed it, I can't not notice it. And even if it's a placebo effect, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I just don't prefer bread sometimes.
Carrying a kid?
All I know is Hug and Molly kind of taking it
Can't let
with
her
that head
harm that
model.
kid.
I like it too. It's so interesting. Like you want to like peek around the corner often with this game just to see what they do because it's cool. I feel like Lil Crouton's better at these kinds of things. Yeah, this is more crouton core. Whoa! Look, it's a little hugging. No, it's not no, hugging Molly. That's just toys and candy. That'll kill me. What is this place? What's the point of this? Oh, I do have to get there. Okay. That's Rem low-key. It is very Rem core. Rem's recent like sort of surge in like internet algorithmic popularity has made me notice that I do, and it feels like I feel like I'm finally sort of, Rem has helped me bridge the gap with some interests that I've had. Like girly pop and Pokemon kind of became like a gap that like a bridge that bridged a gap for me and my thoughts and like my love for Pokemon the moment I discovered that word. Subsequently, it was like just on accident algorithmically friendly, and now I'm a content creator. But another thing that I've come to realize recently with Rem is like I love little furry things, and I think that's why I resonate so much with like, what is it, Kemono Mimis and like furries, because I love that energy. Like it goes back to Tails the Fox to me. My brain for some reason thinks of that as like Tails the Fox core, like Sonic, furries, Neckos, like all of that is just comfort to my brain. So Crouton is definitely in there, and Rem made me realize that because Rem is a very new character that I immediately was like, I'm obsessed with this thing. Yes, Lalafell's Maple Story. Yes. Oh my god. It's very my gender too, like like just a creature, a charming creature. I love chibi stuff too. Yeah, it's very that's the Maple Story in me for sure. Creature. That's what oh, that's a cool effect. Look at that. I never noticed that. That kind of reminds me, speaking of Final Fantasy from earlier, that reminds me of the effect that's on top of the, I'm pretty sure it's the Tsukuyomi weapon that has like the sort of patterns that like fade in and out, but they're like a sort of rotating texture. I love when games do this. I've done this before and I've talked about this. I love when games have like a texture that rotates with the camera. You see how it's rotating with the camera, but the other assets or like models are not? It's such a cool video game specific like artistic style. The balloons in Thrillville? Yes, I love that kind of stuff. Yes, I'm excited for Rem and for more people to get in on the game. I know a lot of console players are like kind of dismayed and they don't think that it's going to come to console, but Valve has been working really hard to enter the console space, and I think that this early access and the way that they're doing the marketing is very unconventional. So I don't think that people really are putting the pieces together, but I would not be surprised if Deadlock became a console game, and it's so fully primed to receive like fandoms as well as like meta players and stuff. Like, I'm telling you, official release of Deadlock, mark my words, people are going to be like, have you heard of Deadlock? And it's like, yes, honey, I've told you, they've been cooking for a second. I don't know where I was supposed to go.
Who lives up here?
This feels like It Takes Two level. It kind of looks like that, doesn't it? With all the puppets and like the disjointed, like deconstructed like homes and structures. Wow. Is Hug and Molly keeping all the kids here? I'm not sure, MLO Corporation. They might have. Those effects that get my good side. Is it true that a Lacey woman is coming? I ain't never seen a woman made out of lace. I wonder if she's a giant spider too. I can't tell if the new kid is pulling my leg or not. Lace
A
woman.
woman made of lace. Is he talking about Mama? Was she helping him?
Well, how many? Probably tens of hundreds of thousands. I wonder if it's like Hug and Molly is like a manifestation of her mother's energy, and she's like trying to save all these kids. Did y'all hear Agora Mio is planning to take her first vacation over a decade? I heard she was going to Bora Bora. I hope she brings sunscreen. That woman is alabaster. I hope she has fun though. This is scary. Imagine being alone here. Ooh. I want to go get that. I won't be able to get it. Let's just keep going. 98% run. I forgot to ask you, I've started a Chica Limpos Reddit to expand on the lore and was wondering if you would be okay if for me to draw your Chica Limposona. Diva, my existence on the internet is at a certain point in time out of my hands. If you feel inspired by anything that I do, feel free to do it. If I see something and I just don't like it, I'll just ask you to take it down. That's really all it is. I don't think that you won't be, but I ask anybody if you want to use my likeness as inspiration, please be respectful, because I'm very much in my honest era, and I'll say, I don't like that.
Can't make it across.
But yeah, you're fine. All the webs are cool. Yes, like this. It's really hard for me to absorb it, but like certain games, I'm sure my streamer friends know this, but like there's certain games that you can see it on the OBS and you're like, oh my goodness, this is like such a beautiful game. Like just seeing it all recorded and put together. I'm like so proud of the developers. Being perceived as hard. It sometimes does kind of get my nervous system like boombala boombala. But, you know, it comes with the territory, and I'm also happy. You know, two things can exist at once. That's something therapy has taught me. I am very introverted, and I love attention. Who knew that those two things could be happening? I don't like bad attention, but it's nice to know that other people like my ideas and resonate and relate. I live for it. I love it. That's why I think I like streaming so much, because what it says is when you enter into the domain of twitch.tv/phaun, you understand that you are basically coming into my digital office, and you're saying yes to hearing me talk about, frankly, what I like to talk about. And thankfully, y'all ask really fun questions. Now that's scary, this bunny in the window. Who is that bunny in the window? I've been recently seeing art on Instagram of this person who does anthropomorphized bunny men, and I do see myself in them a little bit, because they're like, it's like old man yaoi, but it's like bunnies. And I'm like the bunnies have like fuzzy mustaches and stuff. And I'm like, that's kind of me. And I think we've talked about this before. How I do have a persona that might have antlers, like a jackal, like a bunny with antlers. That's just very like my aesthetic. And I know that sounds cringy or whatever, but like I'm not saying that you need to have a persona. But for me in my life, in my brain, at a certain point in time, I have to seek my truth, and I do often think about what my persona is. A jackalope. There we go. It's not cringy. No, I know it's not cringy. To me, it's not cringy, but some people it is. And I just, you know, I have over 100 people in here. I don't know everybody's walks of life.
A lot of people are afraid of this conversation.
I'm not afraid.
See, and that's what I love about you.
Yeah.
Do the ladybugs represent the kids in her web? Oh, that's really smart. I just saw today a furry post you like on Instagram. I think it was a dog or something. Oh, girl. The stuff that I like on Instagram. Oh, it was like a high fashion dog. Yes, there is an account that I followed that does really like grungy, like punk, anthropomorphized people, but they do really cool looks. And often I like furry art because it makes me think of like makeup. I really like when a look is like all consuming on the body, where it's like the makeup matches the clothes, and if there's like a neon streak in the shoelace, you're also going to see like a neon eyeliner. And often like really cool furry fashion art will like do all consuming like aesthetics all through the body, because they're not really trying to represent a human which has like skin. They're representing like a fantasy creature. It's almost like a Digimon. I feel like people explaining how they feel as animals helps me understand them better. Potato King, that's how I think about Pokemon. So yes, I totally get that. Like that's why it's so fascinating to me. Like when you have the option to create an avatar on the internet, so many people do so many different things. Like even the stuff that I represent, like today I'm in my Pokemon shirt just playing a game, but like earlier on in my streaming and like when I was like really like grinding out, like letting people know who Fawn is, there are elements of like artifice that are really cool to it. Did you ever get into the early 2000s web browser and technology gajinkas? They were so tea. I don't think I've ever heard of that, Osal. Thank you, Milo. Like, if I didn't know you and you said, hi, my favorite Pokemon is Shiny Jumpluff, I'd immediately know what that... Yeah, exactly. After showing us that manga earlier, Fawn, I think that persona is coming sooner than we think. Because I'm reading Dragon manga by possible sapphic women. Dragon and tigers. Leopards. They haven't shown tigers yet, but one of my favorite yaoi, I don't think it's aged well, but like I was like 14, 15 when I was reading it.
I can't reach it.
Did have men who could transform into tigers. It took me a second to say that out loud, but that's my truth. The fact that you corrected me tells me all I need to know. Okay, me and Dams are going to have Persona debuts side by side. Are you talking Kurage? Yes. I mean, I don't think that there's any other one. I haven't read it in over a decade, so please do not judge my taste on that. I was discovered, like, I'll be real, y'all. Media is a little bit different now. Back when I was in Germany trying to figure out what I like about life and people, some of my only like access to it was like BL and yaoi. Looking back, I wish I just had a gay elder, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know. You like a gay elder to just like teach me things, you know. But I learned I learned from reading, from books.
Like that gas again.
Bunny and Kitten from Courage the Cowardly Dog is very damsel and fawn. These are cool. I like that this is like a big house, big cave. I'm trying to find the gas though. Oh, it just tells me. No. I need the gas. There's something down here though. I want this. Did we find Molly? We did not find Molly. Mama, I was on YouTube watching episodes in high school. Oh, I forgot that they did like the animated too. No, like y'all know I don't read a lot. I read that manga down. I think so, damsel. Well, now we know that's our type, damsel. So if there's ever an opportunity where you need some sort of like strangely queer like take on a straight couple, and like there's a role and you need somebody to yes and off of, I guess you know that we have that energy. We discovered that about ourselves, is we can pretend to be. There we go. Molly out here probably waiting on her DoorDash. Sheikah Lumpos and I have in mind so far Faun as Satyr, Damsel as Aphrodite, Arya as Asteria, Garjam as Triton, Hibby as Princess. Look, I am not a witness to the community. I'm here on this side, like seeing it. I trust you. I trust you on this casting. I will say that I'll take Satyr or Faun. Like I do kind of like, I don't mind being in the universe as the playful Faun. I honestly think that that's how I am. I think that's just me.
This is spooky.
How do you think I feel, Hazel? These children's items just nailed to the board. What the heck? What the heck, Molly? This is effed up, Molly. Ew! Oh, I can't stand tarantulas. I cannot stand a tarantula. I cannot. That really triggered me, y'all. I was gonna go read the fish bones, and seeing that tarantula render.
Catfish would hate this place.
Speaking of which, I found a mod that turns Celeste into a font. Don't. I had to cast that into darkness, damsel. I cannot fight over your main. I can't do it.
What in the world?
Me at the Pokemon Field Museum. Okay, wait, there's the Blackpink mod, like actual, like, are they playing Blackpink music when you play as Celeste? The Celeste Blackpink mod? The Blink mod? Because I know she plays pop music now on your game. Oh no, I'm gonna... This is a really cool level.
Gotta find a way to open that door.
Like often I know some, I have a friend who I often tell like you need to get into like UI design and like Blender world creating, and I know it'll probably take you like a decade to like be able to do it all yourself. But there's certain people out there that make this kind of stuff. For me, I don't think that my brain really works. I can do like character creators really well, but I can't do like whole like fantasy cave aesthetic. It's so incredible that people can construct something like this and like think of it in a three-dimensional space and be able to like actually make it a thing. The Pop Girl mod is mainly Gaga, Katy Perry, Britney. Oh, when I ult, it goes coming at you like a dark horse. I wonder what it is about spiders and giving them themes of motherhood and womanhood in media. Well, biologically, spiders are like very matriarchal in the sense that like they literally use the males as like fodder often to continue to procreate. I honestly feel like spiders like feel like all the girls are main characters. They're the queens, you know, like in that species specifically. Like you don't ever hear about like the boys are always like so tiny you can't even see them. I'm sure like the girl spiders, like they see them and like some of them are like hot or whatever, But like for us, like we can't even like perceive them. They're so small sometimes. Mantis as well, yeah. One thing I do know about spiders is they have a thing for short kings, like, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying like that's an observation, a biological observation. Girl, Damsel has the golden apple. All the lore for Chica Limpos, girl. Be careful, Yulban. Getting all of our creativity so close to the Greek pantheon, you don't know what you're gonna conjure up. Okay, I have to go behind. Suddenly, all of us are gonna wake up repeating the samsara of the Greek pantheon, and I'll have the fun run. I can just like play my little flute, but some of y'all have to be like Eris and like. Ooh, that's a lot of work. A lot of drama, a lot of family stuff. Now, let's talk about the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Because I feel like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is a seminal zillennial experience. Because you would think that the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy never existed, that it's lost media. That was my show. And I remember like afterwards, like we started getting like stuff that was in that art style. But like they mothered that.
Hazel. Maybe that pulley up there can do the trick.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was also like a sleeper hit because I remember being a kid and being like, this show's kind of ugly. Like I liked pretty shows. Like I was already in on like anime and like all that stuff, like Toonami, things like that. So I was like, this show's kind of ugly, but I kind of just found myself watching it and I was like, wait, this show's kind of good. I remember the Spider Queen, but I can't remember the movie fully. I was so locked in on Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Y'all, the people getting packages delivered to my apartment complex, they need to get their freaking packages. It is not that hard. There are people who just like, I guess, order things and they just leave them in the package room. I just got a text saying that I didn't even know that this was possible, girl. I didn't know that this was possible. We have received notifications from Amazon, FedEx, and UPS that the package room has become full. Please be reminded that the package room is intended for temporary holding of deliveries. Imagine. All three companies are like, your package room is full. Girl, go get the HelloFresh boxes. I'm about to start eating them. I'm about to start taking people's packages and breaking federal law. Right? Because now my packages are getting rerouted somewhere else because y'all can't pick up your Temu shelf. Now my packages are getting rerouted because you wanted to be vegan and forgot. Now my packages are getting rerouted because your dog is starving on the 11th floor because I've seen that bag of dog food in the package room for 3 weeks. Like, when I order something, my email says, you got it. And then I go downstairs and I get it. People be leaving their packages in our entryway, and then we keep seeing that someone had their package stolen emails. Like it's your fault. Right, when Ratty Queen orders Hawaiian Bros, they go and they get it. I'm about to start being like Bad Girls Club and go on every floor and start banging pots and pans. I didn't get packages because of y'all. Y'all don't get no sleep because of me. I didn't get packages because of y'all. Y'all don't get no sleep because of me. Get your packages, because if I get a notification, because I just ordered a romantic piece of erotic gay art, and I am so proud of myself as a 30-year-old man for doing that for the first time. It's so brave of me. And if I find out that after I waited 3 weeks for that art to get here, and it's been rerouted to a place that's inconvenient for me, I'm gonna crash out. I'm not starting a neighborhood group chat. Imagine having Discord with people who don't play games. I can't do it. Protesting with me? Queer extremist streamer hosts pots and pan protests to harass and terrorize their neighbors. Not you getting crouton crushed. This is hard. This is hard. Because whoever steals it is not going to appreciate it. Exactly. Am I queer? Oh, honey. Very. I used to say I was an ally because I was scared, but now I'm more comfortable living my truth with y'all. Is that okay? Sometimes I'll say ally when it's like a more popular stream because I know there's other people who don't know it. But around here, I'm okay saying that. The South of Midnight streams are a little bit more low-key. I'd be taking the long abandoned unopened packages into my house and charging $10 for a retrieval fee. Right. I'm gonna start. Now that's entrepreneurship. I'm going to start a third-party business because the thing about our current time right now is under this administration, regulation is like off the table. If you make enough money, they will just ignore everything, like including the world burning down into a crisp, like a crouton. So if I started like a third-party, like sort of middleman business where I keep track of everyone's packages because obviously they're too busy to keep track of the packages themselves, and I host them in my micro studio. Because my micro studio has such limited real estate, I can charge a higher fee, but because it's a micro studio, I'm also keeping my eyes on them at all times. Your packages are safe with me. But you will not be able to enter my apartment until you PayPal or Zelle me $10 to $25 depending on how I'm feeling at the time. Damsel, I did not say, well, it's hard for me to say it, damsel. Can we just like let it be out in the open without me having to say it? It's just still too hard for me to say.
It's like this bad boy.
$10 week holding fee. And that feels appropriate. You can barely even get an apple with $10 these days. That's cheap. Oh, if they're super heavy and big, I do have a I think it's a Clax cart. I do have one of those, so I can haul heavy items if I need to, but that is a labor fee. And I'm kind of a micro influencer too, so there's gonna be a fee on top of that as well. Girl, where do I go? It's telling me to go through the wall. I'm missing something. Unless Crouton can do it. No, I don't think so. You heard damsel? I'm confused. Maybe I went the wrong way. I have to like go behind something. Google Fawn and they'll see me in that cartoon animal. There is a game called Fawn's Tower. They be messing with my SEO all the time. Okay, let's follow this. It says go down. I don't understand. What do you mean? Yes, Fawn's Tower, the tower. It's always been there. What? I'm missing something. Maybe Crouton can do it? I'm real confused. You have to pull the lever to open the door? Is it down here? I can't break the door with the cart because it can only go the opposite way. Pull the lever, crunk! Where's the lever? Maybe it's upstairs. Let's go back. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's a big lever because everything's bigger now. That's right. No, it's gonna fall. Okay, I got it now, y'all. There's a big lever at the top. This is a tutorial on how to beat chapter 10 on South of Midnight. Oh my God. Lollapalooza. That's Lollapalooza. That's Lollapalooza. That's Lollapalooza. That's Lollapalooza. Okay, here it is, y'all. Here it is. Oh!
All right, I can squeeze through that gap.
Wilbur.
What's that?
Itzy, what did you do?
What was that?
Everyone's pickled, literally. Y'all. I want to do a little. There's a hanging thing. I don't know what to call it. Like dividers, like hanging dividers. I have a spot in my apartment that I have a perfect hanging divider for, and seeing that made me think of it. Curtains, yes. But they're like beads, not like, you know. Oh, do you think hugging Molly is like trying to save her mom?
Please. Wake up, Mom. I'm sorry.
I wonder if hugging Molly is like an entity or something else.
It was you.
It was you!
She looks really cool.
What did you do to her?
Hugging Molly! She wraps them in red.
You're gonna regret that.
Let's go, hugging Molly. I've been waiting weeks for this. Ooh, okay, Final Fantasy technique. Okay, follow the telegraphs.
I hope it hurts.
I feel like the red slows me down.
Come on,
Ooh. She digging in her butt. Mods, please approve that comment. She digging in her butt by Paradise. I need the chat to be aware of what I'm responding to. Thank you. Thank you, Mods. Thank you, thank you. Everyone, that's what I was responding to. Ooh. No, this is just like Soul Calibur.
The water's rising.
Snatch you up if you go out at night. Way down there and over yonder.
This game is fun.
Can't get away from me that easily.
Water's rising, everybody. We have to go. It's rising. Oh, no, 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 not that, not that. She might be the final boss. They're kind of like mixing in all the mechanics we've done so far. That's really scary. I don't like that. No. She's gonna grab me. This is how we rescue Slazo.
I'm not done with you.
That's really scary, dude. Like running. Ooh, no, 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 no. Oh, oh. I don't like that. I don't like open spaces where big giant monsters can grab me from it. Oh, she's gonna do it again.
Run away.
No. Her face is kind of snatched for a spider. She definitely looks pickled.
There you are.
Oh, now I have to do a jump to dodge.
How could you do this?
What is that?
I hope it hurts.
MLO Toxin, watch out, Hazel. This is Hazel's first challenge in Model Land.
There we go.
Can you survive? Can you survive? Phaun, are you sure Hazel's ready? She's a new model. Obviously, she's controlling it. Heck, we should start Tomodachi Life Season 3. The red slows you down. It gets kind of tricky there because it starts piling up.
I hope it hurts.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Come on. Get the cooldown. Come on, come on.
Right upside.
Did you say right upside her head or something like that? Because that's very southern. Right upside the head? Yep, there we go.
Oh no.
Molly, Molly. She said cry about it. See, this is like such a fun boss battle. Oh! She's gonna get me every time with that, isn't she?
You'll answer for what you
Oh, she's so scary. I don't like that.
I won't let you steal any more kids.
Woo. No, Molly's song kind of eats. Molly, Molly, keep No, Molly 8. Molly and Scylla 8 this year. The sigils. I wonder what Molly is. I guess just a monster. Ugh, Molly. I wonder if I can get a lick in on her there. Ooh, new attack. She's a manifestation? Right, okay, that's what it is. A manifestation of feelings and stuff. Well, baby, I'm about to manifest a win. Honey, I'm about to manifest this crown. Episode 2, I got the crown. Episode 11, I fought hugging Molly. Molly, you have to be stopped. This is crazy. Molly. Where are the... I need my soda cans. My little soda pop. My little soda pop. I'm sorry her model's so cool. I'm sorry her... No, it's a really cool model. It really is. Very beautiful fight with the music and everything. This game has so much like personal style. Like it really stands out in that way. Even some of like the jank and the quirkiness of like that first song and stuff is still quite charming. Oh my god, Molly. This is it, Molly. What a cool like character design.
Mama's locket?
It's dark. My lungs are burning, full of water.
I hope her mom's not actually gone.
Body breaking in 100 places.
Mama?
A flash of red. Sunrise breaking over the horizon, warming me like wildfire. Mending cracks. Molly doing what she's always done, but I never truly seen. Healing.
Molly was healing you?
You hurt Miss Molly. Lacey woman is gonna be mad at you.
Lacey woman?
She doesn't like mean people. That's why she brings us around Molly, to keep away from the meanies.
She brought you here?
Uh-oh.
The missing kids.
Now we got the
ones
gag.
Mama said the system failed. Oh my gosh, she rescued you.
You kind of look like her. Except she's nice, and you're not.
I knew it. I knew Molly was a good one.
She's gotta be close.
Molly, please. Molly, slow down.
Sorry, wait.
Molly, I didn't mean it. Molly. Molly, please. Molly. She was so scary. I was so stupid. No, I didn't mean it.
Molly!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. But like, they are canceling me. You recognize her model as Venus Mont's healer class as the mule model. Oh my god. Maybe Molly should have used her words. What is the Zane slow down bit from Mario Kart?
Come back!
Molly!
Please!
Wait, where do I go? I keep looking for secrets, girl. This is the cinematic moment. They shouldn't have sang that song for real. I was hyped up. I was like, oh, the kids are saying, Molly, keep your hands away.
Why would you do that?
I didn't mean it. Me after accidentally making a Paris Hilton video on TikTok. No, I didn't mean it. They're singing it hauntingly now. In fairness to us, she is a huge demonic humanoid spider. But how do we not know?
Molly! Molly! I'm sorry. You were trying to tell me that you'd saved her, but I didn't understand. Maybe I can fix the... Bunny?
Bunny?
Careful, dear. That's a wild animal.
You're wrong. She helps people. What are you doing? Wait, no! She's afraid. She saved my mom.
Bunny!
She saved her.
Oh, I know. And now, she will save my daughter.
Stop! 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 You're hurting her!
Molly was trying to heal everybody.
Watch your toe.
She was only helping.
I have my own family to think of.
Family? Trey? Cherie?
Keep her name off your lips.
Oh, that's right, because at the beginning they were talking about how she preferred
She deserved
another kid.
You could have asked Molly for help, you murderer.
Stupid.
That is actually such a cunty witch slap. What? To have her telepathically up there, but then to slap her backhanded.
With this, I can give her life.
You used me.
I did. Why should I borrow when I can just take? You look so
Bunny, and I was
like
rooting
your
for you
mother.
too. I said, everybody, let's
You're
not
just like
have a
my
biased view of this
feckless
woman.
son. A mistake.
I should have gone with my guts. No! What?
When I was a little old sack fry, folks watched out for me. But besides Lacey, Hazel didn't have nobody like that. Not even her grandma. So naturally,
Molly's
I
dead,
gave
did
her a
you?
helping fin.
A helping fin, huh? Sure. But this part's better told by me. Free falling through the air like that? Betrayed. Scared. But still, I only had my mama on my mind.
I'm gonna keep
Found her.
playing, y'all, because I feel like we're
Just
getting close to
lose
the
her again.
climax. I think there's 11 or 12
Never
chapters
really
in this game.
realized how much of Mama's world I didn't know about. discovering she relied on hugging Molly to rescue abused children.
Maybe.
I
Are we
had
in
it all
chapter
wrong.
10? Ain't no
Getting
way.
her back felt like an impossible dream. But I wouldn't give up on her. She never.
Crouton! 14? Oh. Well, then I'm gonna stop here. I'm not playing 3 more chapters, 4 more chapters. This is chapter 10? Yeah, okay. So there's 14 chapters. We're not playing anymore. I thought we were close to the end. We are now entering the ending arc.
Again?
Let's watch this cutscene and
this
wrap it up.
place?
And leave us on a scrumptious cliff. I can't believe Molly's dead. That really gagged me. I'm sad about that. Because this whole time I thought that she was the bad guy. Which, I mean, is a very simple, like, gag. Oh, the bad guy was actually the good guy. But they actually kind of got me there with that. Oh, where do I go? We're also close to the end for Bayonetta as well. We'll either finish them up this week or next week or the week after, all of them.
Hold on, Ma!
Hello, Hazel.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Don't you remember me?
Wait. Your voice. The bottle tree.
Oh
That
no.
fog chasing me.
Don't tell me the fog is hot.
Meet me at Kushma's Cabaret.
I like his silhouette. I'm scared.
Waiting for you.
What do you mean? Wait!
Crouton!
She's gone.
The fog trade, girl.
She's gone and it's all my fault.
I still have hope that her mom is still alive. I feel like this is like a coming of age thing. Like she has to overcome a trial or something. I don't want it to happen this way.
Hazel?
Oh, Buxic. Well, now you know.
I guess you came to gloat.
You feeling all right?
I got everything wrong.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself. You're one of the finest weavers I ever laid eyes on.
Bet I'm the only one you know.
That don't change the fact that you're my
Yeah,
favorite.
she's still in that cocoon. Yeah.
Hey, what's that bit of shiny over there?
Oh, the coin. We have to go to
I had
Kushma's?
this dream. Mama was taken by this man. He had a galaxy in his right eye. He tossed this at me.
Hazel, you better watch yourself. That's Rue, the right-hand man of Kushma.
Kushma?
You never heard of Kushma? The king of dreams and nightmares? Story goes he feasts on dreamers who gets momentum from this Rue fella.
Well, if Rue's got my mama, I've got to try and find him.
The catfish
Listen
is
up.
really cool.
You don't just go strolling through the land of dreams and nightmares without them.
I've got everything I need right here.
Uh-oh.
Where's my stuff?
Gal, you don't want to mess with this Rue fella.
He is kind of giving
Gotta
like,
get out of this swamp fast.
you
Not
can
until I
take
find
my
my
friends
staples.
on the
Then
other
I'm going to
side.
Kushma's one way or another.
I ain't got no time for arguing. Get your stuff back and I'll meet you when I find a safe
Crouton
way
is
out.
so cute. All right.
Find my things and get the hell out of this place.
All right, this is where we're gonna stop. This will be a fun. Oh, we got new upgrades. New Crouton! All my other stuff is locked, but Crouton is with me. While Crouton, it inflicts weave on its first target. Weaved enemies take more damage. Nice. Okay. Well, we'll deal with all that next time. You kind of expected it, but you're sad that Bunny turned out to be evil. Me too. The story beats, I mean, this is kind of like a story that's not necessarily like pushing boundaries in terms of its like beats, but I do think that it's doing a really good job of representing I mean, I talk about this with Pokemon. I feel like Pokemon could really deal. I'm gonna sound woke, but I don't care. It's my freaking platform. I believe in this stuff. I think like brown and black people, their cultures are so dense with so much mythology, and it's really interesting to see this format of what I'm seeing is like almost like Alice Madness or whatever. This Alice in Wonderland format does so well of telling a story and with aesthetics and stories that have dense lore but are never covered. And like I feel like Pokemon needs to do like something in like Africa or India, because like they have almost nearly never touched any of that mythology. Last Halloween I played a game called The Midnight Walk, and if you love Crouton, you'd love that game. I highly recommend it. The whole game was made from hand-done claymation. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they also are capturing grief, which is like, grief is such a complex emotion. You know, like I said, like I feel like we can kind of see where the story's going. Mechanically, the game is also very familiar in some ways. We can compare it to DMC. The platforming kind of feels a little bit Tomb Raider. It's definitely iterative, but I do think that there's value in iterative art. This iteration of these like mechanics, I think, are done really well and sophisticated. And I'm glad that this company's in talks to coming back. I think they did say that they severed ties and they're like functioning more independently, but like if this is like a kernel of the direction they want to take games with their collective talent, like I want to see other stories they want to tell. Every time I play this, like I'm always just like pleasantly surprised. It's like a very refreshing experience. Okay, let's say bye to the VOD girlies. VOD girlies, I hope you enjoyed South at Midnight. It seems like we're getting close to the end of this, and as well as some other games, so new era starting soon. Imagine a legendary Pokemon based on yeah. Bye, VOD girlies. See, I'm already starting the app. Bye girl. VOD girlies.